Hi, this is Ms Torres. We're going to go over how to do text annotations in Cami. This is a simplified version just because it's our first try at this. You might be using Cami in your other classes. I'm not sure, but just in case. So you do not click on the PDF. Don't do that. It's just going to not really give you what you need. You're going to open with Cami. Now, all of you should have Cami. You need to make sure you're logged in your Anaheim Gmail and that you have, I don't think you need an extension. I think it's just automatic. Okay, so here are the couple features. Dictionary. So for example, if you don't know what Confederacy means, oops, sorry, you click on a first dictionary, it tells you what it is. There's also a text to speech. So if you want it read to you.
The true name of the Iroquois Confederacy was the Haudenosaunee Confederacy.
Now that is actually Haudenosaunee, not what they pronounced. Okay, so that's one way. Markup, these are highlights, strike through, underlines, and again you can or you can have colors. Comment boxes we're going to be using a lot, so if you want to highlight or you want that word, you can do a comment. Okay, text box we'll use just to write your name, last name. I just made that up. Undo. And maybe a little bit of the drawing we might use, but that's pretty much it for today. Okay, so first thing on the annotation guide. Annotation is to take notes. It's so that you're not just reading the word without the words without understanding what you're reading. This forces you to really pay attention to what you're reading. It is 5 very short paragraphs. These barely even qualify. These don't even qualify as a paragraph. This is 3 sentences. But yeah, so you're going to highlight and write a definition explanation in the comments when you do not know the word. So if you do not know what the word Confederacy is, right, then you should be highlighting it with the comments and writing out the definition. But how do you get the definition? Well, you can Google it and copy and paste, or you can go to dictionary, look up the word, and it says league or alliance, an alliance of people or groups, right? So you can copy that. I wouldn't use this definition because it doesn't have Confederate states. And I actually don't like the second definition. You don't want a definition that has the word in the definition. That does not help you. So I copied that. I'm going to fix this. And it says an alliance of people or groups. Did I misspell that? I did. But what if you don't know what the word alliance means? Then you're going to have to look that up too. And again, you can do that through Google. I wonder if you can do a definition of a word. No, it doesn't let you do that. I was just curious. So alliance is essentially an agreement to work together for a goal. Okay, essentially what an alliance is. So then you would combine that together and you would look back at this whenever that word comes up, and it's going to come up a lot. Okay. And then Confederacy is also a form of government that we learned about, but again, that's all right. All right, then you're going to underline important information, not highlighted. I want it underlined. So if you say the true name of the Iroquois Confederacy was a Haudenosaunee, then that might actually seem pretty important, right? So actually, I'm sorry, you got to go to this first. It would be under markup, underline. Okay. So if you're going to underline it, if you think it's important information, usually the topic sentence is important, but not always. Then when you're reading stuff, and let's say you find it that it's interesting. However, similar to other indigenous nations, they were renamed. So this might be interesting information. You would just put an I for interesting. Right? Actually, let's undo that. I don't like that. You're going to do the whole thing. They were renamed. That's better. You do an I for interesting. You don't even have to type out the word interesting. I know that I means interesting. And let's say you have a question. Unfortunately, European name is more known than indigenous name. So let's say you're like, why? Why is a European name more known? Like you don't understand why. Or you might put a question mark if you don't understand what it's saying. Like, what does it mean by that? Okay. So when I look as a teacher, I'm going to be looking to see all these annotations to see if you're really reading to understand it. And that is it. You're going to do this to all of these paragraphs. And when you're done, you're going to turn it in. Okay. That is all for today.